That's what it is.
Yep.
Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra, and this is Ken,
Hi.
and Panda, and Duke, who's just settling down. And tonight we're watching The Expanse. Last time there was a jumble of awful things that happened.
Green slugs.
Dude, okay, so they found out about
Blinding
the
disease.
bacteria in the eyeballs blinds you, but not Holden. He doesn't have it.
He's magical.
So, what's that about? And then they went, this one guy bent on revenge went back to kill some. Well, he was upset because his friend had died, and he thought that one of the Belters had killed him, but he hadn't. It was actually these horrific toxic slugs that fell on the dude. And then when they looked up, they were everywhere. It was like the moss we see right now. Slugs everywhere.
And then he got to be killed by the slugs too. So
yeah, one fell on his little bald head, and he was like.
That was it.
And those people still standing around like, get out of there. There's slugs dropping from the ceiling. Perhaps you'd like to get out of there.
And this is going to be a problem if you're, gradually all going blind in about a day. It's going to be hard to see where the slugs are when you're all blind.
True.
So this is a pretty, existential crisis, as we put it.
That's bad. And then Mercury kind of revealed that he didn't need Holden. He wanted to kind of get rid of Holden. And I was like, no! He might be the key to helping everyone get over this blind disease, which, by the way, you have too, Mercury. So then up in the sky, Naomi and the Belter ship were trying to figure out... The Barb, trying to figure out how not to fall to the ground.
So they're going to throw a string out.
Yeah, they're going to attach them, link them together.
Like a yo-yo.
Yeah. So that was happening, and then Crisjean was losing herself down on Earth.
Because she's losing the election.
Well, yeah, because she has to actually make decisions.
Yep.
And she basically...
blew up some shit.
She didn't blow it up. She thought the ship coming... They found this ship, and they were going to go on it because they thought Marco was on it. And Marco's like a legit terrorist. We knew it was a trap because duh. So they go on it. And they lost all the Marine, the Earth Navy ship or whatever.
Killed
because they rigged it to explode.
Yeah, so that was obviously.
And then she was like,
"It's an interesting trap. What was your purpose there? Because the purpose can't have been just to kill a bunch of Marines. That doesn't make a lot of sense. There has to be some other purpose here. He must have some interest, maybe some interest in the election on Earth.
Maybe.
Or something like that we're not aware of.
Maybe Nancy's involved in this.
Who knows what the heck's going on here, but it's just one of those things where something doesn't track, because it doesn't make a lot of sense that he'd be lured into this situation just to waste a bunch of Marines.
Yep.
It seems like...
Or is he trying to start a war between Earth and the Belters? Is he helping Nancy win the election? What's Marco's jam? Was he trying to do?
Yeah, guess we'll find out.
So let's see what other people thought. That's interesting. So Pidar Ruwan, or Ruwani. So last time I mentioned that Kara G, who plays Kamina Drummer, is very different from her character in real life. And you're writing that she's Ojibwe, and so sometimes when she's looking at those settler murals in the Nauvoo ship, she's like, that actually is quite from her life, some disdain for that. So that makes sense, and she's awesome. So, ooh, Ian Hillen dropping some intense cliffhanger here, that the reason the Holden is actually immune was shown in a previous episode, but he'd be surprised if we guessed it.
He's got the radiation meds. Maybe
That's
the
what I
radiation
thought
meds.
too. I actually thought about that after we finished that he does take radiation
He's got
meds.
the like cancer meds.
Would that cause the toxic slugs or the bacteria not to be able to grow because he's full with radiation?
Well, yeah, the
anti-rad.
They're anti-cancer meds.
Yeah,
right?
I
So,
had thought of that. What's the one thing that he takes that nobody
no one
else
else
does?
takes is those anti-cancer meds.
Yep, exactly. So we'll see if we're right. Yeah, this still confused me. Wrote it, no last name. How do they know that the thing on the island was a fusion reactor? I'm still wondering about that. Because they said it caused the explosion or whatever.
Yep.
It was the volcano. How did the scientists just know that? Were they able to figure it out?
Oh, I think the emissions of a fusion reactor are pretty detectable.
Okay.
It's kind of creating nuclear fusion, which is pretty wow. Holy crap.
Thank you for that expression.
That's like something that occurs in nature.
Yeah. Kenneth Callis. Kenneth Cal's is just commenting on he wasn't a big fan of season 4 because of all the stuff that just got thrown at them. I agree. There's a lot happening here. Every possible like natural disaster I think has occurred, and there's slugs and an eye bacteria. It's like, oh, slow down. Let's just deal with one thing. That's hard enough. We don't need all this other stuff. So we'll see if season 5 brings more, I guess, less all those crazy plot devices. Oh, Megaloria asked us if we would watch Chernobyl. It's more based on nonfiction. I thought about watching Chernobyl. I'm not sure. I guess we could see what that's like when we have some time open.
Yeah, it's pretty rated.
We've also been told to double up on the Last Kingdom. So it's kind of like, and then I've also been told that we should watch Breaking Bad. And the Boys. Well, no one actually told me to watch The Boys. I just keep seeing it in people's reactions. And I figured it would be good to react to since it's only in season 2 and we wouldn't be so behind. But we will take that suggestion.
Yeah, under advisement.
Yeah, see if we...
As time permits.
Yeah, because The Mandalorian's coming out soon and I'm all over that. Thank you for commenting. As always, some really good comments when we watch The Expanse. So let's see what episode 8 brings us in season 4.
I do.
All right, let's get busy and watch that.
Stepping on my balls.
No, that's...
She's having trouble finding her chi.
Look at her wardrobe, man. They're always talking about how awesome her clothes are.
This was an unprovoked attack by the UN.
Yeah, okay.
These actions endanger the armistice and put the alliance around the ring gate.
Is that Fred Johnson?
Yep.
Sight doesn't change what we still need to accomplish.
12 soldiers. Dozens of innocent civilians died. To boost your poll numbers.
No, that's not true.
You may be able to justify your actions, but I cannot.
I don't think that's not why she made that decision.
Welcome to Medina Station.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
You promised to hold your temper.
I did. And your bullshit statement blaming the UN
Yeah.
will rally thousands more.
That's right.
You Marco into a goddamn hero.
I trusted you with my vote, and you chose to let him go.
Big words, Fred.
You can do it without me. I quit.
Drummer! No. Ashford stuck up for you and everything. I respected that. But Fred, you just... No. Oh, it looks like it's receded. Is this slug people? There was a slug on Holden ice cream. I was scared.
of slugs.
Is Amos blind?
Well, one hopes he's using a flamethrower. Hopefully he's not.
Oh, right, because I guess he should have goggles on.
No, I'm just saying that he can't be blind and use a flamethrower.
Got them all.
No, he's blind.
Amos? Got them all. They're dead.
I'm just sending a message to the rest of them. Make sure they don't keep coming.
I don't know. Maybe your immunity has something to do with your multi-parent genetics.
That's what I
But that still
thought.
doesn't help us.
But I have 3 theories.
Captain Holden.
Even blind Mercury gives evil looks.
If easy money isn't your thing, 3-way split's better than 4, so.
Oh, go away, girl. It's not easy money. She almost died last time.
Yeah, it's definitely this is suspicious in the extreme when someone's willing to pay 10 times the money for a seemingly simple job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd ask
I
some
think
questions.
Gunfire might emerge on this one.
Thanks for hitting your parents.
Ah!
You might save us all from being fucked.
We're gonna have to cut our losses. Belters aren't gonna forget you're the reason we're down here.
Hey! How about I punch you, Mercury? Amos. No, Amos. What are you doing? Oh my god, stop!
If you want out, just say so. You don't owe me anything anymore.
Someone's got to cover your ass.
Yeah, she
Despite the
actually
fact that-
kind of likes you. The other 2 she doesn't trust or like.
No,
Amos?
because there's something
Amos?
bad wrong about that.
Here. I can't let us die down here.
It's not on you.
Yes, it is.
As Mercury has stated. Unfairly.
What if it's not your blood? What if your blood is normal, but it's your vitreous tumor that isn't?
Ooh,
My what?
Your eye fluid.
Yeah.
What can we do to find out?
weird.
Oh, God, Lord.
We only need a little fluid to analyze.
Jeez.
Just don't go in too far.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Poke a hole in your eye.
Poke his eye with a dagger. I can feel it in my. Dude. Oh. See.
Got some.
Okay, put the sample in the machine.
So it's the stuff in his eye, right?
Yeah,
It kind of keeps the shape.
in the eye hole.
About 2 seconds.
That was quick.
End up getting out of here. You might want to see a doctor. You have precancerous cells that could become life-threatening.
Yes.
Oh.
Told you it was the cancer stuff.
I already knew that. I was irradiated on arrows, so full of oncocytals.
Yep. That's what it is.
Yep.
The anti-cancer meds. Killing the organisms.
That's right. We figured that out.
That's what's making me immune?
It has to be the abnormality we're looking for.
That wasn't a topping choice.
Let's eat and we'll talk.
So that's a yes then.
Yeah. I thought she said she was okay with it.
I'll leave next week.
Good for you. But if you're in such a rush to leave, you should probably just go now.
I don't do this.
I'm not doing anything. You're the one leaving.
Bobby, it said it was okay.
Get it? Hate me is much easier.
You don't know me. See what's here when you get back.
I will. I hope you're still here too.
Because you're being a jerk right now, Bobby. Stop being a jerk. What do they have to do? Throw it and hope it catches. Big tow truck.
When you see my blowtorch, could you bring it back to me?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You can find it yourself.
Looks like he's pounding his head against it. Like, what are you pounding against it? Your forehead?
Miss Gow, do you have any comments on the new images from New Terra?
Did they change your position on the ring gate and exploring new worlds?
What new images?
It's been an emotional day for the planet, to say the least. What began as a day of mourning has now quickly evolved to a watershed moment in our planet's history.
Yeah, I wonder who released that information.
I said I want to be alone.
Did you leak the images from New Terra?
Yup.
Yes,
You said the last thing you wanted to do was unnecessarily scare the planet.
I did. But now it was necessary.
Because you're scared to lose.
I had to change the narrative.
Mrs. Roci, has the light shuttle been prepared with a proximity detonator?
What are you blowing up?
That's the light shuttle, the only shuttle they have left that was going to take the Belters off the rock. Remember he says he wants options.
Wait a second. Is Miller back? Oh!
Ah, you jerk. You finally show up.
Where the hell have you been?
He's
What?
glitching.
What's that about?
Weird.
Why did you just scream? What's up with that, blue goo? Alright, that was episode 8 of season 4. Baby Yoda, you should stop creeping on me. He needs to... No, seriously. Anyway. Yes, the Mandalorian is coming soon. He's over here. Baby Yoda. Anyway, yeah, so our guess was correct.
Mhm.
It was the radiation
Yeah, it
meds
was the
that
cancer meds.
the cancer meds that
Yep.
Holden was taking that made the difference in his eyeball. It's
Mhm.
because he had cancer in his eye, and that the meds were keeping it at bay. So that was pretty much awesome to know that was it. Because I had 2 other theories. One was the blue goo, and the other one was, like she said at the beginning, his mix of DNA, like his weird parental thing. I don't even know how they made that. So DNA is supposed to be 50-50. I guess with him it's like 1/8, 1/8, 1/8.
Yep.
It's weird. So, yeah, so basically Holden was able to help the scientist. She told him how to make the drug, I guess, and they're injecting it. Amos had a really bad moment.
Yep.
He was blowtorching the slugs blind.
Yep.
And then he freaked on Holden when Holden went to find him because he wandered off.
Yeah, I think he was considering suicide.
I think so too, because the blackness he was in was too much for him. Because as a child, he was kept in a black basement. He never could see anything. And when people came, they were there to hurt him or do things to him, which I can only assume was some kind of sexual abuse.
It's hugely traumatizing, no
Yeah.
doubt, and that's why he reacted so strongly.
So yeah, he was kind of living a 5-year-old again.
That's why his girlfriend doesn't understand.
No.
She thinks she understands, but she doesn't understand.
He told her that story, but didn't go into detail. But obviously, if you've been in a situation where you were traumatized in the dark and now you're back there again, you're not wanting to live in it. You knew what happened the first time, so you want out. Luckily, that situation was solved. However, Mercury is doing some detonation somewhere.
Yeah, he set
proximal
up
detonation.
He asked for that earlier. He asked to have the second light shuttle set up with a proximity detonator so that he could have options. Obviously, get his own people up and then blow the shuttle up once the Belters are aboard. If I were Holden, I'd be mixing the crews. Like I wouldn't let them go up independently.
It would have to be a mixture, yes, because Mercury seriously does not give a flying anything to save the Belters. He was basically telling Holden that it was all his fault anyway, and the Belters would figure it out. Mercury's just a giant jerk. So, on the other side, the big tow cable worked.
They managed to jerk the truck out of the mud.
Yeah, they have it attached and they're climbing the barb higher so that it doesn't fall first. And it's still, they don't have reactor.
Yep, they stabilized the orbit, according to Naomi.
And I don't think that Murtry's going to get a shut. Last time the shuttle burned up. So,
yeah, so I don't know what the heck's going on.
I don't
how it's
know.
going to work, but I mean, he's just preparing because that's what,
yeah.
these folks do.
Last of all, Holden went out of the cone because the waters have receded and there's a tiny beach ring around the cone now.
It's beachfront property now.
Yeah, so I guess they can go out, breathe the air, and kind of not be cooped up. Well, they can't be in this cone because it's covered with slugs.
Yep.
Toxic freaking slugs. The other thing with Crisjean, that was interesting.
Back on Earth.
Crisjean, I don't know, she leaked the photos of New Terra.
Yep.
Which is Illis, if I'm not mistaken.
Which freaked everybody out.
Because there's like a nuclear,
fusion reactor and explosions and earthquakes and things. We're assuming that's kind of what.
You don't want to live there. I'm sorry, but it's true. Yeah. The explosion of the fusion, the sound, wind, the sound barrier kind of tragedy, the earthquake, the huge, gigantic tidal wave of doom. That doesn't even cover the slugs or the eye blindness. But, she wanted to make it, she wanted Nancy Gaudot to have her platform, which is we need to explore the ring territories.
To these things and, it's access to hell. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's not that simple. Maybe we need to be more cautious, which has been Crisjean's line all along. So she made major political advance by owning up to the responsibility for the dead Marines.
Yes.
And then at the same time leaking the dangerous nature of Illis to the population. Yeah,
and her husband was mad because when she was at the memorial, she talked about her son who had died being a Marine, and she was just saying, that this speech won't do any justice and you need someone to blame, so I'm the one you need to hate, blah, blah, blah. And her husband was like, you lied and all this stuff. And I was like, I don't think she didn't lie about her kid, and she didn't lie about the fact that they should blame her. Did she use it to swing the vote? Apparently.
Yes, she did. I mean, that's obvious. Like she's used that. She's played political advantage many times in this show, so it's impossible to believe that had total integrity to it.
Yeah, and Nancy,
it serves her ends in the end, and so pretty much I think Nancy's like now pretty much out of the race.
Yeah, Nancy said nice things about what Crisjean said,
which was that was a tactic in and of itself.
Yeah, but then she didn't know about the leaked pictures from New Terra, and she was like, oh my God. Well, that will change things on Mars as well, because Mars, a lot of people are hitting it because they want to go to the place they can actually breathe air, and not bother terraforming. But Bobby's nephew just got a job terraforming for Mars, and Bobby, her dude that she's been sleeping with, got a job on Europa, and she was all cool with it in the morning, and then after talking to the cop guy, and he was like, well, I want to take my family away, and the dream is dead, blah blah blah. She turned on Waffle Bringer. Yeah, seriously, brought her waffles and she lost her mind. She's like, she threw stuff. It's like, dude, you told him this morning that it was okay that he was doing that and that it was no big deal, and then you turn around and woman him in the face by changing your mind. And I can see this because I'm a woman. It's not cool. You give someone you're okay. You don't suddenly go all jealous weird on him afterwards, like suddenly that's a problem.
You're so sexist.
I'm not sexist. I know women do that. It's like our emotions go, oh, how dare you leave me, you selfish jerk, when you gave him permission earlier that day. Anyway, Bobby's suspicious of this assignment she has.
She is. This one's got stink all over it. There's gonna be gunfire on this one, Because there's no way someone pays you 10 times the amount that you got on your last job for a simple handoff. Like, that just does not track.
No.
And he says desperation to get off this planet is blinding him to his natural caution.
Yeah, she mentioned
like,
that he was like, I don't care, I need off this place. They're gonna pay me a lot of money, and I can leave after this job.
Somebody's gonna end up getting shot.
And she was like, you can't leave if you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't know what this job is, but it's not on the up and up. Yep. There's something wrong about it. And then the final scene, Miller showed back up.
And he's all like programmed.
He was glitching out.
He's all glitching like Max
yeah, he was Max headrooming out, and then he was like, like screamed. Yeah. What's the deal there? Why is he screaming? Is he mad at Holden because Holden has done something that perhaps is anti what the Blue Goo wants?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The Blue Goo may also have finally figured out that its people are no longer there and lost its mind and is really upset. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But Miller was like glitching out. Why is he back? Why is he in Miller's form? Because we know he can come back as anything with Holden. That was the scream of Miller was the last thing in the episode. Mm-hmm. And we still have no idea. Well, now we have to wait till episode 9 to find out, what is your problem, Miller?
What's next for the goo?
What are you up to now? We just solved a bunch of problems in one blow.
Yep.
What hell have you brought with you? Because if Miller's screaming, it's no good. Whatever's going on is just no good. Anyway, if you like our video, please subscribe. If you'd like to see some other Expanse reactions, check out our playlists. And please leave comments. We like to read them. And until next time,